This is Dr. Arpana Chaturvedi from the Department of Information Technology. The subject which I am taking is programming and problem solving through Python. In this, we will talk about the various operators supported in Python. We will talk about each and every operator as well as we will talk about operator precedence. Basically, the operators when we talk about, we will talk about some expressions as well and the assignment statements. So basically operators are some symbols which represent computation, which helps you to perform computation. If you have to compute some values, then you need some operators. And operators are going to get applied on operand. Operand are what? Operands are certain values which are in the form of variables which can be given as an input by the end user. Same operators can behave in a different way also. It depends upon the data types on which you are performing that particular kind of operation. Like if you will be trying to add two string values, then they will be going to get concatenated. Whereas numbers, if they are integers, you will be going to get integer output. If they are decimal numbers, float values, they will be going to give you float values. So operators when applied on operands, they form an expression. What is an expression? Expression is a simple statement which is a combination of operands and operators, and it will be having some left hand side and right hand side values. On left hand side, whatever the evaluated or computed value will be coming from right hand side will be going to get stored. So when you need to perform some computation or whenever you are given some problem, you have to convert that problem in the form of expression, which is a combination of operators and operands. Various kinds of operators which Python supports are arithmetic, relational, logical, assignment and bitwise. Values and variables when used with operator, they are termed as operand. One by one we will see the operator. If we talk about arithmetic operator. So arithmetic operators are basically the operators which are also known as binary operator. Binary operators in which we need two operands. So addition is to perform summation. So this is a prompt which we use in Python. If we write 55 plus 45, we will get this output. Whereas if I say good plus morning, these are string. So they will get concatenated. So on the basis of different types of data types, same operator can behave in a different way. This is subtraction operator. You can direct perform subtraction between two values. If it is 55 minus 45, it will return 10. Whereas if the first value is smaller than second, then it will be the value, resultant value will be negative. Like here 30 minus 80 is minus 50. If we perform multiplication, so if both are integer, it will compute the product and give you the result. Whereas if one is a string and another is an integer, it will display the string like those many number of times, by which you are actually trying to multiply that particular string. Like here good you are trying to multiply by 3. So that's why 3 times good is being appear. Now this is a division symbol. And in this, if you divide 17 by 5, you are getting 3. Whereas if you are dividing 17 by 5.0, so it will return you decimal value. Similarly, if 17.0 is divided by 5, then again you will be getting the float value. Whereas if you simply divide two integer values, you will get the integer output. So it depends upon how it is typecasting the result on the basis of the inputs given by the end user. Now this is a remainder operator or modulo operator which returns the remainder. Like if you divide two numbers, it returns the quotient part, whereas percentage returns the remainder part. If you divide 17 by 5, it will be going to return the remainder, that is 2. Whereas if you divide 23 by 2, the remainder will be 1. Exponential, if you have to find out the power, 2 asterisk symbol you are supposed to use. The description is, this is an exponential symbol. If you say 2 double asterisk 3, it means that you want to multiply 2 3 number of times and the result will be 8. Similarly, if you divide 16.5 number of times, then the result will be 4. 2 multiplied 8 number of times, the result will be 256. Now similarly you can go for integer division also. Integer division will never be going to give you decimal part, fractional part, it will give you the integer part, and for this the symbol which is used is doubles backslash. Fine. So in this, like if you divide 7.0 by 2 and you are trying to find out integer division, the answer will be 3.0, not 3.5. Similarly, when you divide 3 by 2, it will not be 1.5, it will be 1. But division is implementation dependent, so you have to be very much careful while using integer division or division. Now next comes relational operator. Relational operator, basically it will always be going to give the result in a Boolean form. It checks what is the relationship between two like operands. So if you are trying to compare two values, like whether 7 is less than 10, so it will return you true, whereas if you say 7 is less than 5, it will return false. So less than is to check whether the value which is on the left hand side is less than the value which is on the right hand side or not. You can use logical operator also in this way, like 7 is less than 10 and 10 is less than 15. So it will look for the result. If both the comparison operator will be returning you the true result, then only the output will be true, otherwise it will be false. Like in this case, 7 is less than 10, yes, and 10 is less than 15, yes. The result is true. Similarly, you can like compare strings also. Hello less than goodbye. So here 5 number of characters are there. Here more than 5. So it is saying it is false. And one more thing it will do. It will check that the ASCII values also. And when we say goodbye is less than hello, so it is returning true. So this is also you can try this also, or you can compare two string values also over here. Similarly, greater than symbol, it compares two value and check whether the first number is greater than second or not. If it is, then it will return true, otherwise false. As here in the example, 7 is greater than 5, it is returning true. 10 is less than 10, it is returning false. And in case of string, hello is greater than goodbye, it is returning true, and goodbye is greater than hello, it is returning false. Similarly, you can go for less than equals to also, because when you say less than, it will never check the equal value. But if you want to check the equal value also, you can go for less than equals to, and it will work accordingly. And vice versa to this is greater than equals to, it will again check either the value should be greater than or equals to. It will check both the things. Similarly, you can use two symbols for not equals to. One is exclamation mark equals to or less than greater than symbol. So it checks whether both the values are equal or not. Then there is an comparison operator, that is equals to equals to. It checks whether the value which is on the left hand side is exactly equals to the value which is in the right hand side or not. If it is equal, it will return true, otherwise false. As here 10 is equals to 10, it is returning true, whereas 10 is equals to 11, it is returning false. And in case of string, it is checking hello is equals to hello true, whereas if you check hello is equals to goodbye, it is returning false. So two values that are of different data type will never be equal to each other. You have to remember this. Next is your logical operator. So logical operators are three: or, and not. These are used to combine two or more than two conditions. If you are joining two condition or more than two condition and you are looking for any one of those all condition if true, then it should take some action. So it is preferred to go for or, because or checks for only one true. If any one condition is returning true, it will perform action, otherwise not. Whereas AND checks that all the conditions which are being joined together using AND, if returning true, then and only it will going to take action, otherwise not. So it checks for all the conditions and checks whether all the conditions are returning true or not. Whereas not is the reverse of the output. If it is returning true, it will go for false result. If it is returning false, not will be going to return true. is assignment operator. Assignment operator will always be going to assign the value from right hand side to left hand side. So to assign any value to a variable or to perform some computation and to store the computed value in the variable, we always use assignment operator, and that is equals to. Like here if I say x is equals to 12, so 12 will be going to get stored in x. If I say y is equals to greetings, greetings will be going to get stored in y. So this is assignment operator. Now there are various kind of assignments which are possible, which are also known as compound assignment operators. So after performing some computation, if you want to replace the old value with the new computed value, then you can go for assignment operator. So compound assignment operator. So it performs first of all some computation on the basis of the operator. We compound it together, and once that particular operation, that particular operator get implemented in the operand, then the value which is being computed will be going to get stored in the same operand. Like here it is plus equals to, means first of all add some value into the old value, then whatever the computed value is coming, assign that in the same variable. For example, here x is plus equals to 2. It means x is having some old value, add 2 into that, and whatever computed value is coming, store that in x itself. So this is the old value and this is the new computed value. So in these situations where you want that the old value should get updated after performing any kind of arithmetic computation, then you use compound assignment operator. So it is also said to be compound assignment operator. So in spite of writing x is equals to x plus 1, we can write x plus equals to 1 also. And this 1 can be any number. Similarly, in case of minus equals to, it means x is equals to old value of x minus 2. So whatever the old value of x, it will be going to get subtracted by 2, and the new value will be going to get stored in x itself. Similarly, in case of multiplication equals to, it is x is equals to x into 2. So it will pick the old value, find out the product of that value with 2, and store the new value into x itself. Similarly, this is x is equals to x divided by 2. So on right hand side, it will be considering the old value. After dividing the old value by 2, the resultant value will be going to get stored in the same variable. Similarly, it is division equals to, so it will be going to divide the old value by 2 and the resultant quotient will be get stored into x itself. Then the old values remainder will be checked by finding the remainder by dividing the number by 2 and will be storing in x itself. Then old value will be going to get computed by finding the exponent of the value by 2 and then store it in x itself. Then x will be going to get done with integer division, that is the value is 2 and then it will be storing the integer value into x itself. So same operator may perform a different function. It depends on the data type they are holding, as we have seen in various examples. Division operator behaves differently in case when the values are integer and values are float. Now comes to what is an expression and statement. So expression is a combination of values or constants or variables and operators. So this entire whole thing is also known as operand. So expression is a combination of operand and operators. It generates a single value and that is why it is known as expression. Like if here we are saying 2 plus 2. So 2 is a constant, 2 is a constant. We are going to add these two constants together. So it is an expression which will be once going to get evaluated, will be going to result on the result. So expression values in turn always act as an operand and operands for operator. It performs operations on operands. So we can say that express like 10 plus 5, 9 plus 4 plus 2, these are the two different expressions. Fine. So 10 plus 5 will result 15, 9 plus 4 plus 2 will also return the result as 15. But these two are two different expressions. It depends how you are writing an expression. What is the problem given to you? How you are taking the input. So taking another example like 5.0 divided by 4 or 6 plus 6 minus 3.0. This is also an expression where multiple values are being used or operated on the operand and on the basis of operators you have used, and you are using it on the basis of priority you want to give to the operations. So these type of expressions are also known as mixed type expression because you are performing different types of evaluation on different data types. Python always promotes the result from lower data type to higher data type. As earlier also we have seen that when we were dividing 17.0 by 2, it was returning me the float result. It was not returning me the integer result. So by default it promotes the result from lower data type to higher data type. So this type of promotion or typecasting or conversion of data type is known as implicit because it is doing it automatically. And expression can also contain another expression within itself. If it is containing multiple expression within the main parent expression, that is those all embedded expressions are known as sub-expressions. It is always whenever you are nesting some expression inside each other, then it means that you want to perform some operations before other operations, and you are giving precedence of operators that this operation should be performed first and another should be performed next. So higher precedence operator is worked on before the lower precedence operator. So you have to prioritize. Whenever you are performing or assigning a precedence, basically you are performing an operator associativity, which determines that what will be the order of evaluation when they are going to perform evaluation, and in case there are two operators and both the operators are having same precedence. So to just make a change in the precedence, if two operators plus and minus are having same precedence, you can put them inside the parenthesis. So the parenthesis, inner parenthesis will always be having higher precedence than the outer parenthesis. So an operator may be left associative or right associative. In case of left associative, the operator which is falling on the left hand side will be going to get evaluated first, and in case of right associative operator, the operation will be going to evaluated later on. Fine. Right one will be going to evaluate it first, and another expressions will be going to evaluate it later on. So here this is operator precedence. You have to remember this thing that the exponent symbol is having the highest precedence. Then plus minus both are having same precedence. Then plus comes first, then division, then modulus, then integer division. Then here plus and minus, what is the difference between this plus and minus and this plus and minus? This is a unary operator. Unary operator means only one operand is over there, plus x or minus x. One operand, one operator. And binary means two operand and one operator. When we talk about comparison operator, the first priority comes of less than, then less than equals to, then greater than greater than equals to. Similarly, in case of equality operator, equals to, and then not equals to. When we talk about assignment operator, modulus equals to, then division equals to, then integer division equals to, then minus equals to, then plus equals to, and lastly come multiplication equals to. Similarly, when we talk about logical operator, not comes first, then and, then at last or. On the basis of operator precedence, some operations are being performed. 9 plus 4, it is an expression, it will be going to return 13. 13 plus 2, it will going to return 15. if we say 5.0 divided by 4 plus 6 minus 3.0, it means ki 6 minus 3.0 will be going to evaluate it first. Parenthesis is having higher precedence, and then it will be going to divide, because division is having higher priority in comparison to plus. The result will be 1.25, and then at last it will be going to add up two values. If we just type 10 plus, it will be going to give you error, because there is no expression in which operator will be coming last. The complete expression should always be properly defined. If we are using binary operator, then you have to write in this way. If you are using unary operator, then operator comes first and then the operator. So precedence of operator is applied to find out which sub-expression should be evaluated first. So it depends upon you that which sub-expression you want to get evaluated first, and accordingly you will be defining that. Expression can also be combined together to form large expression, but no matter how big the expression is, it always be going to evaluate it with the value as a single value only. The Python statement is a single unit of code that the Python interpreter can execute. Like this, these are the statement. X is equals to 5 is a statement. Area is equals to x exponential 2 is a statement. Here, as I am using assignment operator, these are assignment statements. If I say print x, it is a print statement. Print area 25 is a print statement. Print x comma area is a print statement. So these all are the statements which interpreter is going to get interpreted and then execute. Similarly, if I say x is equals to good morning, so it means that this is again a statement wherein I am assigning good morning to x, and this is a comment. Whatever I am writing using hash as a beginning character, then that becomes a comment. So here these are certain simple statements. Python can group up certain set of statements also. When they are grouping up, they have to, in Python we have to put it within the block. Statement belonging to block are always indented. Indentation uses 4 spaces. So leading white spaces at the beginning of logical line is used to determine the indentation level of line. That means statements which go together must have same indentation level. Suppose you are writing certain set of statements within a block, then these all lines should come one below another, and the indentation, if there is 4 space indentation, so it should appear for all these 4 lines. And suppose this block is being ended, then again we have to start from here. So expression in statements, example of compound statement is if I is less than 0 colon, then print I is negative. This should have 4 spaces over here, then else comes, then again 4 space of indentation should be over here. Similarly, in case of this, if I is greater than 0, then we will give 4 indentation, because this is a block of if, then else, this is a block of if. So we can mention the block by putting indentation. While writing Python statements, keep the following point in mind. Write one Python statement per line. It is possible to write 2 statements, but the line should be separated by semicolon. Comments should always start with hash. Comments are not part of statement. They may occur on the line by themselves or at the end of statement. They are not executable. So interpreter will not be going to execute that. For a long statement or spanning of multiple physical lines, we can use slash also at the end of physical line to logically join all the lines. If in one line you are not able to write the complete statement, you can put slash. Use of slash for joining line is not required with the expression which consists of parenthesis or box bracket or curly bracket. When you are entering certain statements in interactive mode, an extra blank line is treated as the end of indent block. The indentation is used to represent the nesting of statement or embedding compound statements. Group statement or all statements of a compound statement must have same indentation, that is usually of 4 spaces. White space in the beginning of a line is a part of indentation, elsewhere it is not significant. So wrong indentation can give rise to syntax error. Most Python editor will automatically indent the statement. A physical line is what you see as a line when you write a program, and a logical line is what Python see as a single statement. This is all for today. In coming class, we will learn more things. If you are having any doubts, put in description box so that I can get back to you and solve your queries. Have a nice day.